All right, Shalom Akim is a high spirit wind Judah of the GMS Mississippi camp, giving our honor and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kodash. I also want to give double honors to our apostles of great millstone, Ruel, and I want to say peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. Face the intensity. Face the intensity. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, and thou come to serve Yahweh, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. And what I wanted to highlight on and put emphasis on was the furnace of adversity. Okay, and we know that ultimately we have to be tried because we are partaking in Yahweh Shai's suffering. We have to be tried because Yahweh Shai was tried. All right. And if you're going to be joint heirs, you have to be joint sufferers, so to speak. All right. But also one of the part of the program of the Most High towards his elect is to make us men. All right. And you're going to face adversity, whether you cause your own effect or not. But ultimately, a man's going is of the Lord. You're going to have to face adversity to become a man. All right, because part of being in this truth is becoming a man. And part of the becoming a man consists of challenges. All right. Challenges makes you a man. You even have a philosopher by the name of David Delta. He said the quickest way to go into your masculine frame is through sufferings and challenges, man. All right. And if it doesn't challenge you, then it won't change you, man. OK, and that's something that I had to learn and am learning in this path, man. In this truth is that you're going to have to go through sufferings, man, to grow, to be a better you, a better version of yourself. You're going to have to go past no law, no sin. And you have to work on the things that hinder you in this truth, man. Whether it's poor habits, whether it's a certain degree of women, OK, whether it's doing too much or doing too little, but you're going to have to endure those sufferings, and you're going to have to better yourself, man. When we first came into this knowledge, all right, you pretty much, your whole thing is, look, we're not trying to make it in America, or, we literally want to have enough just to make it to the next day. And, I went by that for a long time, but we are royalty, man. All right. You have to conduct yourself as such. All right. And the Most High is all about being a man, because if you make a minimum wage or $11, $12 an hour, you're going to cause your own sufferings financially, man, because you're going to be in a circle. You're going to be in a circle of sufferings. You're going to be working to pay bills, to get behind, to borrow money. All right. But, we have an opportunity to better ourselves without going into the world, man. All right. But ultimately, what I wanted to harp on was that we're going to have to face intensity in this truth. All right. And we're going to have to face intensity, and the intensity is going to get even more intense because it's part of the program of the Heavenly Father. OK, so from there, I'm going to get the book of First Peter's chapter 4, verse 12. And it says, "Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you." Going back to the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 5. "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity." So we can see here that fiery trial is adversity, man. You're going to have to endure adversity, man. All right. As though some strange thing happened unto you. All right, but rejoice in as much as you are partakers of Yahweh Shai's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, you may be glad also with exceeding joy. All right, we are partakers in Yahweh Shai's sufferings, man. All right, so Yahweh Shai had to suffer when he walked this planet Earth, man. All right, and we've been the house of David. All right, and we partaking in the blood of Yahweh Shai. We have to partake in the sufferings of Yahweh Shai to qualify to be joint heirs in the kingdom, man. All right. So just to prove that, I'm going to get the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 12. It says, I started verse 11, 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 11. It is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him. All right. If we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he also will deny us. And what I wanted to harp on was going back to verse 12, where it says, if we suffer, we shall also reign with him. So we're going to have to suffer, man. Not just, oh, I'm broke, and although I can better myself, I choose not to because I'm suffering for Yahushua. But you're going to have to face demons, man. You're going to have to face, no matter what you do for a living, demons are still going to work through people to get you out this truth or to get you out of character. Are you still going to have a woman that's a demon? You're still going to have to face resistance. You're still going to have to face intensity. And ultimately, we're going to be put on the forefront. We're already identified as the prophets of doom. We're already identified as the prophets of doom, okay? All right, so we're going to be put on the forefront for Yahweh Shema Shai with that witness, with that testimony, man, okay? 2 Timothy 2 and 12, if we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he also will deny us. All right, so if we deny Yahweh Shai, he's going to deny us, okay? So part of denying him is putting down your cross, man, and going back in the world, man. And you've had men that have done that, man. But that's why we have to stay plugged into this power source, man. I mean, I don't know every brother's work schedule, but, it'd behoove you. Sometimes you can't really get into the word in the daytime, but if you could get up early in the morning when your spirit is restored from your sleep, you could absorb the word better, okay? But we can't let distractions keep us from getting into our power source, because our power source is the word, whether it's reading or watching videos, whatever it may be. But that's what keeps us in tune day by day, because the world is in the course of Satan. All right. In Babylon, the world, it has a natural counterclockwise motion towards this truth. All right. And if you're never restoring yourself within your power source, all right, you're going to react carnally to your adversity, man. All right. You're going to react carnally to a spiritual warfare, man. See, we don't want to react carnally to a demonic or a spiritual warfare, because we're going to always lose, man. All right. 2 Timothy 2 and 12 again. If we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he also will deny us. Okay. So we have to keep that perspective in this truth. Okay. That we have to endure, all right, and keep that spiritual perspective. And I think I'm going to pretty much close it out with the book of Job. Job chapter 23. Brothers pretty much know what I'm getting at. Job 23 and 10. But he knoweth the way that I take. When he have tried me, I shall come forth as gold. All right, going back to the book of Sirach 2 and 5. For gold is tried in the fire, so is acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So we know that being tried is the furnace. Being tried is adversity, or having afflictions. Okay, but that's the way that the Most High tries you, man, because He gave us this truth. He gave us this knowledge. Now He's testing us to see how long we're gonna how can we hold fast this knowledge in our mind. So He gave us this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, known as the truth. But now He's testing us through constant adversity and affliction to see if we're going to keep our integrity in that furnace of affliction. All right. Or are we going to slowly tap out or get weeded out the truth, man? All right. Because your integrity, or the test of your integrity, is going to come through daily affliction, spiritual warfare on the job. All right. Spiritual warfare through your woman. All right. Perfect example. You laid up with your woman and you realize, man, I need to read. So you pick up your phone and you want to read through the online Bible on your phone, but that's when she turns around and want to cuddle with you. So you might have been laid up all night with your woman, but the moment where you say, look, I need to read, and you want to read the word through your phone, guess who wants to turn over and cuddle with you, man? She doesn't know why she's doing that. All right. But that's why we have to fight the good fight of faith. Why are we fighting the good fight of faith? Because we're being tested, and we're being tested by way of resistance. Our integrity in this truth is being tested. So we have to fight to keep this faith, fight to keep this wisdom in our minds, man. All right. Oh, yeah. Even when you go to sleep, man, if you're not praying and fasting, there's demonic warfare in your sleep that'll slowly, insidiously take this truth out of your mind. All right? That's why you have certain doubts in your mind about the truth, because maybe when you were asleep, those doubts are planted into your mind. All right? Or certain addictions and weaknesses that you had in the world, Satan give you dreams to turn you back on to him, man. We have to get on a higher level in this truth, where we still want to be in the truth and still embrace carnal addictions and carnal weaknesses that can just keep us from growing in the truth. Part of the reasons why we get reproved by brothers, you get pulled to the side, because you're not recentering yourself. You just caught up in Babylon. You caught up in your own mind, in your own spirit, in your own world, and your mind is cloudy. You're just going day by day without recentering yourself, man. And how do we recenter ourselves? Through fasting, isolation, plug it back into that power source. Then you'll realize, man, I need to fast, or I need to pray, or I need to budget my money. I need to do this. I need to do that, because I'm telling you from experience, man. And sometimes your woman is right. Sometimes when your woman is cursing you out, sometimes what she's saying is right, man. All right. So your mom, whoever it may be, sometimes you can't always have this narrative that they're being a demon. You have to have discernment to know if they're right or wrong, man. All right. But, I'm not going to prolong it, man. The point is we have to fight to keep this integrity, man. We have to fight that's why it says, hold fast that which thou hast. Why do you hold fast? Because if you have a vessel in a furnace, all right, because you make a vessel out of clay and then you gloss it up and you put it in a furnace. That vessel has to hold fast in that furnace, in that furnace, man, that fire. But we are that spiritual vessel. This knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is like that vessel. And we have to hold fast that spiritual vessel, which is this truth, in a furnace of affliction, man. Keep its integrity to keep it from cracking. All right? Because that's all it is. It's a big ass test, man. It's a big test to see the spiritual vessel in the furnace of affliction is going to crack. All right? So with that, I hope you brothers are edified. And once again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahawashi, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honor to our apostles, a great millstone, rule well. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. To the next time, Shalom.